in frame.
Pretty much. All right. Recording on iPad and clap sync. Hey everybody, what is up? It is Stan the Man, and welcome back to another Stan the Man podcast. But this time we are changing the name. I have my good friend Chum.
What's good?
Hey, droga.
You wait to.
All right, so that's why we're gonna call this freaking show today the Stanboy and Chum podcast.
Yeah, it is what it is, guy.
Yeah, dude, do you remember that fucking show? Have you ever watched that show?
Yes. I know there's one specific, there was a debate back in school when I just got the name. Like, oh, yeah, like, you can't separate Fanboy and Chum because it'll create a fucking black hole. And they tried doing it, and that happened.
In the show.
And I was like...
No. Yeah, I'm gonna turn down your volume just a little bit.
Oh, there yeah, I'm loud. Sorry.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. That's what compression's for, my dude. Hey, nah, but dude, yeah, but seriously, why the fuck am I stuttering that much, dude? Welcome to the fucking show. For those who don't know, Chum is he's basically the funniest guy here on the entire place. He's like Aruban Joey Diaz. That's the only way I can describe this beast of a man.
Okay, so, Joey Diaz minus the drugs.
Minus the drugs, yeah, minus the drugs.
Yeah, I did not snort coke of a hooker's ass and ripped off her. Nah, I ain't about that life.
Nah, he's close, kind of watered down.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right. So Juan, you worked in several restaurants here in Aruba.
Too many. I got close to 10 years experience in restaurant life.
Yeah, what's it like? Because I've been hearing like a shit ton of not exactly shit talk, but I've been hearing how a lot of people, especially young people, have been fucked over by the restaurant business here. Can you weigh in on that?
It's not just restaurant business. It's big companies in general. They take advantage. Because they're fucking big. They take advantage of people that don't know the law to sign contracts. Because they will sign it out of desperation. And you know this because I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. I was like, damn. I'm doing all of this shit. I'm getting less than minimum loan. I was busting my ass. I was working the job of 3 people.
Oof.
I worked 180 hours in 1 month and I got 1,600 florins.
Don't me mama. So what? You were like a line cook, a prep chef, and everything in between?
I was working line cook, I was working coal station and dishwasher. And on top of that, when we ordered produce, I was the one who put everything away. So I got back for days.
Oh,
at least the one that I worked at last, I'm not going to mention names because...
legal issues.
So, but back when I worked at Palm Island, I can't mention that one because I had no problems with them. However... their produce, when they walk in, the amount of produce they will bring in is just outstanding. They will fill this entire room.
Really?
For real. You'll only have enough space for you to walk in, grab your shit, and get the fuck out.
Don't even. Is it like one gigantic walk-in freezer full of lettuce and shit?
It's a walk-in cooler with raki on one side, and raki on the back, and one here. And then there's another door and you go into the walk-in freezer. It's basically the same. It's raki, and raki. For
those who don't know, raki is basically shelves and stuff.
Yeah. And the chicken. Things you think would not weigh that much. Just chicken. They will come in 40-kilo boxes.
Why that much? I know they run a buffet and everything over there, but why that much chicken?
Because they have that much guests and clients.
Serio?
It's a lot. And we prep chicken a day before, maybe 2 days before, because we marinate the chicken, we dry marinate so the season can get in there.
Oh yeah.
So we will work in advance. So constantly we're marinating chicken. And the bakis would reach my knee. The big boxes, they reach my knee. They're about this big.
Just full of fucking chicken.
Full of chicken.
Ooh.
At one point, I tried to squat and lift it, and as I squatted, my pants ripped all across my ass, and I just went to the manager "Hey, yo, I'm fine.
I need new pants."
My pants did not survive, so they gave me these other pants. Keep in mind, I'm huge.
Yeah.
I'm an extra large. Well, now I dropped down to large.
You should see this man fucking get out of a car. It's hilarious.
Oh, you love that, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
And I was the manager hey yo, I'm good, but my pants didn't survive. And then like, okay, where are these pants? They were the chef's pants.
Oh,
Some
no.
old chef's pants.
Yeah.
But the chef with this skinny little twig. It was a medium. It looked like skinny jeans on me. I was trying so hard not to do anything. My thighs were being compressed.
Like if I'm pretty sure if like the button bursts, it'll
It's a
travel at
good
the
thing
velocity
they're
to kill
like,
someone.
Chef pants are just like with like elastic bands.
Yeah, sério.
So
I
most of
didn't
the
know
chef
that.
pants are like elastic bands, and like they have like a rope and.
All right, cool.
But yeah, it was just hilarious. But yeah, like a lot of companies take advantage of, like a lot of people don't know their law, especially their labor laws, so they really abuse them.
Yeah.
And I have a Dutch passport, and they went ham on me. I'm not talking about Palm Island. Palm Island was really nice to me.
Yeah.
But every other place, there's a couple exceptions that I really enjoyed working there. Like Local Store was the best, Legends Pub was the best, Alfie's in Aruba, the best. But there's a lot of them, like big hotels and all of them, nah.
Like why'd you end up like stop working at Alfie's? That place seems like the bomb.
It really was. However, I was thrown into a situation where I had to be independent at 18.
Ah.
So I had to start working immediately. So I always needed a full-time job. I couldn't do a part-time job. I couldn't do part-time hours. I had to do a full-time job so I can pay my bills and have a place to stay and eat.
Oh yeah, of course.
So back when Alfie's in Palm Beach opened, I was with Vinny, which is my ex-boss, who was the franchise owner. Not Amal and Peter. Amal and Peter is the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah. Amal and Peter owned the Alfie's in Aruba. But Vinny was just the one in Palm Beach.
All right.
He answered to Amal and Peter. And I loved them. I loved them very much. However, Vinny hurt his back while lifting a box because he's from the States and he read 30 and he thought it was pounds. Look at it was kilo. So he bulged the disc and aggravated another one on his lower back.
Don't me mama, dude. That shit hurts.
He was fucked up. So he had to go back to the States. He pushed as much as he could. He was going to therapy. He was going to the doctors, getting it checked out, getting it worked on. But at the end, like, oh no, guy, you got to get surgery. So I had to go back to the States. And Peter took over. And it cut my hours by half.
Yeah.
I loved them. I loved working with them. It was always the best working with them. And I have nothing but good things to say about them.
Right. You say like good things. Okay, so that's what I've been hearing a lot for a lot of people who've been working in like restaurants and stuff like that. It's either a really great experience or a really freaking horrible experience. Like what stories do you have from the dark kitchen era?
Dark kitchen era.
Dude, you're like sifting through a file like a dusty cabinet.
I'm sifting.
Take your time, man.
Most of the places I worked at were pretty good to me. Legends Pub, Alfie's and Legends Pub were the best.
Yeah.
Because I like the way they worked. I loved. They were not about the bullshit. They were not about the like sucking ass and kissing ass and being nah.
Yeah, you get that vibe from that place.
If we getting rushed, it's me me say the burger a woo.
Yeah.
Like now, I ain't got time to the pleasantries. I ain't got time to be nice. We got 15 tickets. There's only like 2 people in the kitchen. Let's go. I got shit to do and people to wait. Let's go. Right. But it's a common thing.
Yeah, in restaurants.
We don't take it personally. It's
just
kitchen.
Stuff that has to be done.
Yeah. We ain't got time to waste. So like sometimes I hate waiters that come and waste time. They come, hey Chum, do you think you can
use your words, bitch?
Mati, like what the fuck do you want? And get the fuck on my face. That's it. Simple. Yeah. What do you want? I need more bread. I bet. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, wait, give me a second. Let me put my phone. How unprofessional of me. I have my phone not on silent. Hang on, let me just put this. This is why I'm asocial, people. Anyway, continue.
Legends was another one. However, Legends, we had a guy named Cliff Blueville. This man, I consider him a mentor because he taught me a lot of shit that if he did it.
Yeah.
He taught me actual kitchen shit. He taught me how to make almost every single dressing there is from scratch. So that's Caesar dressing, the blue cheese dressing, the ranch, all of that from scratch. The only thing we didn't do from scratch was mayo, ketchup, and mustard. And I'm pretty sure if the ingredients were cheap, he would do that too. But he was always focusing on quality and the best way possible.
Of course.
But then a situation came up and he left. He went back to the States.
Ah, man.
And we got another chef, an Aruban chef. This man,
Captain Palmera.
nothing.
Oh no.
And he printed out a memo about the new rules of the kitchen in English. Oh. And I just grabbed the memo, went out right up front like a fucking teacher, and just started correcting every single grammar mistake he had. I'm not an English teacher. I am not very literate, and people know this. However, I know the basics.
And this guy did not have the basics.
Not at all.
Like Aruban English, if you coming to it like that.
Look. He didn't say employee, he said worker.
Oh. Workers, like, all right, boss man. Thank you, boss man. Like that.
Like staff. But respect. No.
Oh, no, worker. Just workers. I know.
Caricativo bo mati kiwega. And I just started grading everything. And I just like walked out. And then he came like home. Kibo tahari, because he saw me in the camera. Like home, English guy. Pero ba comprender toch?
Oh, no.
That was his attitude. Guy.
Nah, but you see, there are a lot of bosses in general. Not just in restaurants, but a lot of bosses like that.
Because of the jobs. I quit jobs because of my upline, because of my bosses.
Ah, yeah. Look, I can imagine that being like a source of general annoyance. Yeah. And just real quick, I'm going to hit pause on the recording because I'm thinking we're running out of like recording time on that camera.
Oh, the 15-minute mark?
Yeah, dude, you'd be surprised like how fucking quickly that shit goes.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize 15 minutes has passed.
Nah, but just to double check and everything, all right? So we're going to pause and then we'll let the camera cool off for a little bit and then continue because this is freaking awesome. And pausing in 3, 2. Recording on iPad. Clap sync. All right, so before we were so rudely interrupted by the camera, we were continuing our little talks about stories in the restaurant biz. Now, to summarize, okay, you've had like some bad experiences with like the boss chefs and stuff like that, but any like employees or people that you had like grievances with?
Ooh, there was this one. There was a restaurant. And the first day, they were like, Juan, that's my real name. I don't mind it. It is what it is. But I go by Chum because you cannot throw a stone on the island without hitting at least 5 Juans.
Yep.
So like if you ask people like, hey, you know Juan? Which one?
Which one?
But if you say, hey, you know Chum? I know exactly what you're talking about. So it's sad. And this lady is Dominican. And they said, okay, Juan, you're gonna be the line cook for the fuck was it called? It's not tapas. It's like snacks, basically. Whatever.
I'll just call them snacks. I
forgot the name.
Dude, I'm retarded when it comes to like in restaurant lingo. So.
And she was supposed to be my assistant.
Ah.
The first thing she said was like, "Oh, I don't want to work with Juan." And I'm going, yo, bitch, you barely know me. The fuck? But keep in mind, it's ran by Venezuelans.
Ah.
However, I'm Colombian, half Colombian. So I grew up with a Colombian mother. I consider myself very Colombian, even though a lot of people don't see it as such because my size, my eye color, my skin color.
People seem to forget that Colombians come in literally every color of the freaking rainbow.
And also because I'm very fluent in English. Pero si le hablo en español, como le estoy hablando a mi mamá o a alguien de la familia colombiana, entonces me sale el colombiano.
Nah, yo solamente comprendo un poquito de eso. Ahí en español es muy
like
terrible.
Like my Spanish is very fluent.
Mine is not.
My Dutch is shit. Oh. That's where you got me.
Yeah, like we balance each other out.
Yeah. Both fluent in English and pimiento. But you got Dutch, I got Spanish. Pero sad. And then le dijo, why not? Le dijo, because he's a Aruban.
Dang, serio.
Fuck did you just say to me? And le dijo, yeah, Arubans tend to like be lazy, go sick a lot, and they'll just make the Latinos work harder.
Well, she's not entirely wrong.
Yeah, however, she did that
towards you. Towards you.
To me. I'm not mad that she like generalized the Rubens because it's mostly true. However, she did it to me.
And you're like one of the most hardworking people I know.
Guy. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, ho? Fuck on my face. And then we started working together. And guess who was doing the lazy shit?
La Dominicana.
Guy, she started kissing the chef's ass. And they became buddies. Because the chef was a girl also.
Yeah.
And they became like best friends. So I would do most of the heavy lifting, do most of the prep work, even though she was my assistant. She would just pick and choose what she does.
Yeah, you see,
and
y'all still believe male privilege exists?
And I'll pick up the slack.
Oh.
When it came down to shutting down, I had to grab anything that's either heavy or hot, me. Grab the mats from the floor, me. Sweep and mop the floor, me. There was this other lady, her name is Rosa. I consider her a mom because she was very, very nice to me. She was a sweet old lady, and I would throw hands for Rosa. If anybody decides to disrespect this lady, it's on sight.
Ooh.
And I'll take that to my grave. I don't give a fuck who you is. You can be the president of the United States. You can be the king of the world. You can be a superior alien species from outer world. You disrespect Rosa, you get hands. I don't care if I'm outclassed. I don't care if I'm out strength. I'm still throwing hands.
You're gonna kill somebody.
So I'm the money. Man, fuck this bitch. And one day, I started calling her out on her shit because she has this tactic that she will like be close to you, say something very, very like foisla under her breath just so you can hear. But when you flip the fuck out and started cussing her out,
she goes like all crying and shit.
No. She'll play the victim, but she'll not cry. She'll be like, "Oh, see how aggressive it is. See how aggressive he is. See how he gets. That's how he does every day." But she's not admitting to the fact that she's doing very dirty shit.
Oh, she can't. And let me guess, she can't help it. She's a Virgo. Is it like Is it like
She
one of
doesn't do
those
that
people? All right, bueno, thank fuck.
But then, and the funny thing is, I fell for that shit after I just told the new guy to not fall for that shit. I'm not even joking.
It's like, do as I say, not as I do.
Like this guy, like, because he's black, and we became homies. Like it was me, Akeem is his name, and Jamal was the other guy. And Jamal would work in the waiter, and Akeem would work as a dishwasher. And Akeem and I became buddies. We were cool. We chilled. It was fine. And then one day she did some shit, and as soon as I saw him like stand up straight, I immediately watched it like, "Hey, yo, chill,
hold on to it.
Chill. Why? She does this to everybody. She'll say some shit so you can hear, and nobody else heard, but they will hear how you react. And if you explore right now, she'll mess with you. Like you're the one who's the malo. You're the one who's like presents a bad character."
This sounds like all of this sounds like a really bad episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians or some shit.
Fast forward to 2 days later, she does some shit to me, and there I am in the kitchen cussing out this dumb bitch. Like, fuck abo, kutubuka nang abo, ta fucking chupando sanka dia chef, amo drimpando full fucking cucina, abo di nani mesa ta papandri o fucking telephone full fucking dia, sindri o fucking sanka grandi, go fuck yourself. And Akeem is just sitting, like, standing in the corner, like, my guy, you just told me this shit 2 days ago. What the fuck?
Hey, that's just like I mentioned. That's just a perfect lesson. Okay, do as I say, but not as I do.
Yeah, like I'm very smart. However, I cannot apply the same lessons to myself.
It's like here, take my advice. I'm not using it.
However, I had this trump card. I don't like making eye contact with people because if I lock in, I'll just keep it in there.
Yep.
And people get very uncomfortable. And if you're very confident enough, you'll fucking dominate motherfuckers. People don't like eye contact.
No.
So I usually avoid eye contact to keep it passive. Like catch eye contact, talk, and then just like move on, look at something else.
Yeah.
Just
in the middle of the conversation. All right, so look, a pretty butterfly like that.
Yeah. But then they try to do some fuck shit with Jamal.
Oh no.
Because Jamal, whenever anything would happen, I would help out Jamal. Because Jamal was a homie and he was cool as fuck. We was tight, we would joke around. Like we were always like joking around. We were always trying to keep each other laughing and shit.
Oh my claro. In that type of you have to in that type of work scenario.
And I would help him out with whatever. Hey, can you help me with the trash? I got you. Let's go. Bam. Hey, can you help me with this? I got you. Let's go. Bam. So one day he sees that the chef and this dumb bitch was just sitting in the thing, and they go, hey guy, can you do? I'm like, hey, if you could, that would be nice. Like, okay. So he started grabbing the mat, started sweeping the floors in the kitchen. It's not his job.
Yeah.
He just started helping me out. The next day, apparently there was a bottle that went missing, and they started questioning me. They're like, oh, does Jamal usually do that shit? Like, does he usually help you? Like, oh, sometimes, yeah. Like, I help him out, and in turn, he helps me out. Like, I don't do it to like expect him to help me out, but I do it because he's
It's
a
like
homie.
it's just the right thing to do at that point. Yeah.
And when he can, he'll help me out too. It's not like it's not set in stone, but like, it's a mutual understanding.
It is. It is. Like, you need people like that in the workspace.
They had the manager in front of me of the restaurant and the two HR ladies.
Oh, and they got you cornered.
They were like there, but I'm sitting, I'm vibing because my whole thought process whenever I'm in a sticky situation is they can't kill me. They can't beat me up.
They just automatic. Well, they can't kill me, so might as well just
Exactly.
come at me.
They're not gonna pull a weapon on me. They're not gonna try and kill me. They're not gonna like try and like square up with hands. And even if they do, I'm waiting for an excuse anyways. So I'll just have a good time.
Juan, destroyer of HR.
So I was just vibing. And they're like, ito hobby sospechoso ko ito ayudando bocina. Yamahong. And then is the moment when I got mad because now you're fucking with a homie of mine. Now you're messing with people I care about. Mess with me all you want. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead.
I'm used to it, bitch.
In this life, fuck. Let's go. Apply the old and wise concept. It is what it is.
Yep.
I move on. So, but when he started messing with him, I was like, wow, porque sadi kong maintaining eye contact.
Yeah.
And I fucking
That's when you have to like kind of square up.
I brought up. I was like, you want to know why he was helping me? Because my assistant and your chef were sitting at the table just on their phone chatting. And I did not break eye contact. They were just sitting down the chair, just chatting away. While me, Rosa, and Jamal were cleaning the kitchen, something they were supposed to help us with.
And they didn't do shit.
And they didn't do shit. So if you really want to do something about it, talk to them, not Jamal. Jamal didn't do shit. He was with me the whole time. He didn't go nowhere near any bottles. And as soon as the man broke eye contact and looked down, I was like, ha, bitch. Ha, bitch.
How the assistant and the chef react to that?
They didn't. And then this dumb bitch reported me because I was being too aggressive.
Serio?
This bitch called me, I'm too big for the line they were working because it was a narrow path. Because like it was about this much. This bitch's ass would take 3/4 of that bitch. My guy, I know I'm big. I'm just wide. My back just is straight down. It's a cliff face. Mi no ti sanka ni pasal bang bida. It's just legs meet back. That's it.
There's no ass. Just
there's
just
no
back
curve.
to foot.
Yeah, it's just straight. Like the entire backside of my body is straighter than I am. And this bitch had the nerve, and I would slide in like basically like this to get across.
Oh no.
Yeah, bitch ki nota ni move ni nada ni hala dilante. No, she was trying to take as much space as possible.
Oh,
and I swear
no.
to God, if it was not frowned upon to like hit a female, she would have caught hand. However, I'm a true believer in equality. And if she would have fucking tried to touch me,
Oh, she's getting knocked out.
she would have get blasted.
And
Those
that is equality, kids.
those big fat thighs she had would have caught legs. Legs. I'm fat, so I know how weak fat people knees are.
Oh, like if we could snap them in half.
No, just kick him on the side. You'll see a fucking motherfucker tumble down like a fucking sack of potatoes. Fuck with me.
Don't.
Now that I'm training, I got more resistance, but like, shit.
Oh yeah, that's all right. We're gonna move on to that, okay? Because we got maybe literally 1 minute until this this part just runs out. Okay, I'm gonna pause it and then recording on iPad. Clap sync. All right. So Juan, before I like rush to pause the camera, we were talking about. I keep calling you Juan. Sorry, I gotta call you by Chum, the OG name. All right, I apologize.
It's fine. It's cool. It's cool.
All right. So you were in the restaurant business. All right. You are legitimately one of the hardest working people that I know. Like, it is insane what this man can do, and you've always had like a passion for fighting, like UFC, Muay Thai, all that jazz. Yeah. You got a fight coming up soon.
Yeah.
How's that been going?
So I've been cutting weight like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you've lost a lot.
I didn't have a chance like throughout my teen years and my like younger years. I'm 23. Okay, so I'm not that old.
We went to school. We went to school together.
We went to bosses together.
Yeah, like elementary school.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to like actually do something for me because I was always too busy working and paying bills. But now that I have a safe environment that I can like dedicate some free time for myself, I picked up Muay Thai in February.
Yeah,
it was like 6 months ago or some shit.
You can learn a lot in 6 months.
And I always wanted to do it. I just didn't have the free time to do it. So I just started training because I always wanted to do it. And then like about 3-4 weeks ago, Miliar came to me like, hey, I'm going to be having a tournament at like the 31st of July. Would you like to be a part of it? It's going to be amateur. You're going to be fighting in your own weight class. You're going to basically show what you've been training all these months. And I was like, yes, hell yeah. Like, so you're going to be do kickboxing? And yes, of course. So that was the initial like thought. So I just started doing the meal plan, doing the dieting, like running and working out at the gym. But then like last week, he came to me like, I couldn't find you an opponent in kickboxing. However, you're gonna fight one of our guys in boxing. So me knowing me, I'm like, who is it? And he told me his name. I was like, Suave. I'm gonna get my ass kicked because this man been doing boxing for a while now.
Oh, dude.
For a while.
And you've been doing boxing 2 weeks. 2 weeks to learn the basics.
Like in kickboxing, you learn how to throw punches, but like you combine it with kicks, and knees and a bunch of other shit.
And boxing kicks is basically just off limits. It's just pure hands.
Yeah, it's pure hands, which I love. However, like I was just training kickboxing, so right now I'm just gonna like dedicate the entirety of the last 2 weeks just to boxing, just to have a fighting chance. I'm not in it to win it because it's not a sport that I was practicing for. It's not something I was doing actively. However, if I know I'm gonna lose, I might as well give a show.
Oh yeah, of course.
Know what I'm saying?
Like give the people what they want, right?
Yeah.
And who knows, that exposure might be good for you.
And this motherfucker tall as shit.
Oh, dude. Like taller than you?
Yeah, I'm 186, and I have to do this.
No, the dude's like 2 meters tall.
196, 7, I'm guessing.
Oh, dude, nah.
I reach his chin, basically. Chin, half face. That's where I reach.
It's like a bootleg version of Rocky Balboa versus that Russian guy. I forgot his name.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
So like, I've been weight cutting. I was doing amazing progress until I got the news, and he told me like, okay, don't lose any more weight, because right now I'm at 104. When he told me I was 111, I dropped 7 kilos in about 2 weeks.
Don't give me that. That's like 14 pounds for your all-American.
Dieting. Just cut off the carbs, cut off the sugar. Just focus on fats, vegetables, and protein.
Yeah,
and
there you
should
go.
be good. Thanks to shout out to Amy. She made my meal plans. Yeah. And it was delicious. I always thought like, healthy food. Then again, I did not get to be this size being a picky eater. So if it was healthy food, I'll still eat it. I'll not give a shit because I'm a good poor person. And we do not waste food.
No, you don't.
So whatever comes in my plate, I eat. Regardless. I eat things that a lot of people will be like, oh, no. But to come higra? Hell yeah, the fuck? But to come mondongo?
Oh, ma claro.
Fuck yeah. My dad once gave me sopa iguana, and that was delicious.
Ooh. It depends on who makes it, though. I once ate
No,
it.
no, it was that old school, like grandpa
Did
making
not.
sopa iguana.
I don't know, like, who made. I once had, like, this iguana soup in Curacao, and the person, like, fucked it up. I think he, like, waited too long to kill the iguana, because it literally just felt like I was eating, like, an elastic band. Like, I would chew, nothing would happen. Anyway, continue.
Nah. I don't know what, like, the grandpas and the grandmas use in their cooking. I have a suspicion that it's sleeping pills. Because, motherfucker, after you eat, like, un bon sopi carne rubiano from a grandma, that will send you into a coma. You're gone. If you have plans after that, cancel it. You're not going to make it. Like, you're going to be half asleep.
Authentic, pure, like, goat stew here on the island. Ooh. You eat that shit, and then you're out of commission for the rest of the fucking day.
Like, you eat that at the end of the night.
Of course, to, like, help you sleep. It'll cure your insomnia, man.
Oh, one time, like, you eat that shit and you're gone.
I think what happens, I think, like, you absorb the sadness of the goat and you just, like, pass out from it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the sleeping pills.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they just, like, muddle some sleeping pills, throw in the thing. Yeah.
All right, cool. And a healthy dose of melatonin. No.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So obviously you've been having, like, people, like, helping you out. Okay, what was her name again? Amy, like, cooking, like, healthy food. What kind of healthy food has she, like, been making for you?
I don't know. Like, it was mostly just fats, proteins, and vegetables.
Fats, proteins, and vegetables. So I assume there's, like, nuts in there, avocado, that type of jazz. No, olive oil.
We kept it cheap. We kept it hella cheap. So eggs, chicken. I even had, like, beef patties, broccoli, carrots, onions, spring beans, eggs. I always said eggs. I had the one thing, because when I started, it was before I quit the kitchen, and the hard part was, in the kitchen, you don't sit down to eat. Like, anybody that works in a professional kitchen knows, if it opens, like, the whole time, you don't get a chance to, like, sit down and eat.
No, you don't.
So you just work, and you snack along. Oh, look, there's a piece of chicken that was left misplaced.
Nom.
Oh, there's some leftover fries.
Nom.
Oh, look, some shredded cheese.
Nom. Oh my god, that's like a recipe for food poisoning, though.
Oh no, like, I'm so fine. Then again, I'm not the example to follow. Even I'm surprised I'm still alive.
But there's like this general misconception that a lot of people like. Look, for example, I am an avid healthy eater. I mean, sure, like, once a week I'll have, like, a burger, and maybe once a month I'll have, like, a huge cake. That's, like, my tradition. Okay, but it's not that expensive to, like, eat healthy food. You just got to know how to cook it properly and what to buy. People just buy too much of those, like, superfoods that don't do much for you. But you've been keeping it, like, relatively simple, and that's good, keeping it to the basics, and you've lost a shit ton of weight. You've also been running. How's the cardio department been doing?
It's been doing good. It's been doing real good. I'm shaving down minutes every time I run.
I told you, ask you if you need a running partner, and I got to keep up with that freaking promise. And maybe now I'm gonna be on vacation. By the way, next week, sorry to stop for a little bit. Next week there will not be a podcast because I will be on a vacation with my lovely family. So maybe next week there'll be like a vlog type video, but there will not be a podcast. And I'm gonna see if I can squeeze in a day so I can go running with you, give you some interval training.
Yeah, like, I don't mind it. Like, I still can't run the full 5K. However,
baby steps, my guy.
There's a little neighborhood, like, right across from where I live, because we live in, like, in a dirt road. But, like, if you stand in front of my house, there's, like, a little pathway, and there's, like a high-end neighborhood, and there's, like, a little lap that you do.
Yeah.
And it's on the dot 500 meters each lap.
Serio?
So I just run 10 of those.
Oh, perfect.
However, it's one long stretch, a short stretch, one long stretch, a short
stretch. Yeah.
So I would just run the long ones, walk the short ones, run the long ones, walk the short ones.
Can I give you, like, a little bit of advice if you want to really push your endurance to the limit? Once a week, not every day, because if you do interval every day, you're gonna fucking kill yourself. Once a week, when you're doing that run, do, like, one of those 500-meter laps, no stop, like, as fast as you freaking can, rest for 1 minute or 1 minute 30, just until you feel it right when your heart rate begins to descend, not when you're, like, completely rested. And then do that again. Do it the first time, do it 3 times, okay? And then the next time you do it 4 times, and then before you know it, you'll do it 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, and you'll do, like, the entire 5K as like an interval training. It's a really great way to get your heart rate down and really boost up your cardio in a short amount of time.
Yeah, and I've been doing that, and like, again, all the shoes I have was fucking the Vans for going out. That I have the old Vans that I used for everything.
Oh, you're running with Vans shoes?
Yeah.
With skating? Don't. Oh, dude, you're gonna mess up your shins.
My guy, I broke. I ain't got money to buy new shoes.
I gotta take you out. All right, I gotta see like one day if we take you out. We take
2
a
weeks
shoot.
out from the fight. I'm only doing the running for the fight, so I have
All
conditioning.
right.
Then again, it's an amateur fight. It's 3 rounds of minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm good in that department because
Okay.
we train 3-minute rounds.
Ooh.
I've sparred with my coach. Not saying I kept up, but I sparred with my coach for 3 minutes. I was winded throughout the whole thing. However, I kept going.
Oh, my claro. Step, you need that, like the will to just keep on going.
That was my road to not die because this man will murder me. Case in point, I had this tendency of only going to the body, and the coach just pushed me off, put his hands on the cone. Guy, you're sparring with me. Punch me in the face or I'm gonna knock you out. And I know, like, a lot of people take that as an empty threat, but I've seen, like, I added him on Insta, and there's pictures of him, like, videos of him knocking motherfuckers out.
Like, just training and sparring?
Yeah. He's like, oh, either you punch me in the face or I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh.
And I got a flashback of him knocking this motherfucker out. I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do what the man says.
Yeah, we listen to Mastro. He's a sweetheart. This man, he can either put you to sleep by singing because he also plays guitar, and he's a gentle sweetheart. However, he can put you to sleep with either his voice or his hands. You decide.
Okay, here's it. You want the guitar, or you want the fist, or what you want? You decide.
Look, I make this joke with my little sister because she also goes to training with me. Like, home, if he decides, because there's a kids class for kickboxing, they go, if he decides to murk one of these children, we can't say shit. What the fuck are we gonna say?
I can imagine him like punting the kid across like the ring or some
Fucking,
shit.
he can knock a kid's head off, clean off. And all we can do is like, alright, where's the shovel? The fuck we gonna do? Call the cops?
He will murder them too.
Exactly. Like the 3 cops that got beat up by the one dude.
Oh yeah, I remember that fucking video. They tried to hit him with a nightstick and stuff.
Like, how the fuck you gonna hit a motherfucker with a knife like up and down his back?
Nah, you have to really aim for like the big muscle groups.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Call the cops? They'll get murked too.
Oh, now listen. Now back to the whole fight thing. Okay, it's your first amateur fight. Okay,
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like a one-time thing, or are you actually looking for a future in fighting?
I mean, I'm not actively looking for to be a fighter. However, if it comes, I'm willing to accept the fights as it comes.
Of course.
And if it's what launches me to fame and fortune among the other things I'm good at, so be it.
Nah, but dude, like like I mentioned, okay, I'm gonna keep gushing about it, okay. This isn't me kissing. This ain't me kissing your ass. This is me like knowing you and seeing you go through like hard times and really just come back swinging.
Yeah.
Right? You are literally one of the most hardworking people that I know, and if you continue with that, with these fighting and everything, trust me, man, you're gonna make it big, or at least make waves. All right? If you put your mind to it, I'm pretty sure you can make it.
Yeah.
Now,
Sure, this is me in my shirt. It was literally the epitome of me. Like, it was from South Park.
Yeah.
You know, the games where Randy would just like take off his shirt, drunk as fuck.
yeah,
like,
I hear no bell. Yeah.
So the caption was like, when depression in life has been beating your ass constantly for the past years. Also me. I ain't hear no bell. Guy, I have no other choice because my whole life I was like, okay, I ain't got nothing to fall back on. I ain't got mom and dad to like help me up. I ain't got nobody to support me. I ain't got no backup. It's either me or nothing. So I could be sleep deprived. I could be hungry. Like, I still wake up every morning. As much as I hate it, as much as I'm tired, as much as I don't want to, like, fuck it, I gotta get shit done. Let's go.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing that I noticed already. And excuse me if it sounds like an offensive anyway, but I think, okay, you've heard the expression desperation sometimes brings out the worst in people.
Yeah.
But I think desperation has brought out the best in you.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that. I think that lack of a safety net, gives you like this evolutionary drive to just keep going forward. Because if you move back even one step, you're fucked beyond measure.
Yeah.
And yeah, that it is a good thing to have. It is a good thing. It's like I'm not gonna say it's a good thing to have, but it's also something that can be a driving force for a lot of people. The camera shut off, by the way.
Oh, funny.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Recording on iPad. All right, we got about 8 minutes left. All right, so we're gonna continue with the saga of like the whole fight thing.
Yeah.
All right, so how are you feeling about the fight? You feeling confident, even though it's like you had like 2 weeks of training for to box?
It's not that I'm unconfident, but like it's just like I already accepted my fate. Like it's already a losing battle. However, I'm just in it to give a good show. I'm in it for the shits and giggles. Let's go.
Like in Glad. Are you not entertained?
Exactly. Like, wow, he's been boxing for a while. I've been doing kickboxing. It's completely different. So like I know he can outbox me. He has a longer reach. He's got all of this going for him.
The height advantage.
All I got is 2 weeks of boxing training.
2 weeks of boxing training and a lot of rage.
Hey, again, a lot of people ask me, how do you still keep going? How are you doing the shit you've been doing? They go, wow, Mati, I run on caffeine, nicotine, and rage.
Rage.
I am the embodiment of rage.
Yeah, pretty much. You may look like a soft boy, but I wouldn't want to get this guy angry.
I'm a sucker for cuddles. Like I'm hanging out with this girl, and like she's very nice, and she gives me so much affection, and I feel like a puppy. Like I'm not even joking. Like she'll just like scratch my beard or hold my hand or just like hug on me. I'm like, oh yes.
This is like
yes. Let's go. She came over and we cuddled, and I was like, this is heaven. I love this.
Meanwhile, I'll panic to that shit. Like,
no, I fucking love it. I love it.
I'm like, what is this? What are you doing? What is this?
However, you want me to get fucking angry or you want me to get fucking pissed off, and like I ain't got no problem sitting in Kia. That's a 3-star hotel to me.
Yeah, you get free food.
Guy, I work for the company that used to send food to Kia.
Oh God.
They eat a lot better than a lot of people in Aruba.
Serio?
I'm not even joking.
So you're like actual prisoners are getting better food than most people here.
Yeah.
Don't
well, then again, this was like what 7 years ago.
Oh, all right.
Now, but I don't know if it's the same company. But when I was working there, they were eating a lot better than most people in Aruba. Yeah. But again, what's 3 months in Kia going to do?
Nothing. I'm pretty sure you might gain more weight there. Like go in the rec yard, like come on, like rip this shit. Right.
But it's not like do to me what you will. I don't care. It's fine. However, mess with me or mine,
you're going to die.
Death. I don't care. Kia is not something I'm afraid of. Gulag, on the other hand, okay.
No. Like you go down with like those Russian Vikings.
Yeah, wow. The Latino prisons, I'm scared of. The fucking Russian prisons, I'm scared of.
Kia
Aruba. Brat.
Oh man, but now we're gonna move on for that for a bit. All right, we're nearing the end too. We got maybe like a bit more than 5 minutes left. All right. It's been a freaking pleasure having you over here. Okay, so you are my second guest on this show. Like first it was Liam, now it's you. I don't know who I'm gonna have here next time, but boy, this was freaking awesome. Now, where can people find you, man? If you want to give yourself some clout.
Hey, well, I don't use most social media. You can find me on Instagram under OMG Chums with a Z, or just find me on Facebook under Chum. However, you're not gonna find anything about me. It's all memes.
It's just memes,
it's
man.
Memes all the time. It's just memes. So if you really want to know me, you gotta either message me, which I'll respond to when I have time because I'm busy, or you gotta meet me in person.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lot more fun in person.
Yeah, dude. He literally has the personality of someone you have to like. His social media does not do him justice. You have to meet him in person.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah. I'm a hell of a good time. Again, like I told you earlier, I get invited to girls' night out with a bunch of girls only for the sole purpose because one, I'm a vibe and I'm hilarious, and secondly because I moonlight as a bodyguard. I'm huge and I'm loud, and this bass in my voice does not help. However, I can even do. Hey, kumbay.
Don't, dude. I have like the monitors. They like vibrated.
So like, if I can do the fucking deep ass voice, motherfuckers are not gonna come anywhere near.
I can't go that deep. My voice will crack.
You know that like it's a very good deterrent. So I'm just invited as a deterrent, and I'm just in it for a good time. Like I'm glad to be invited. I'm glad to be I'm happy to be here.
Yep, that's it. All right. Hey, well, Juan, really, Chum. I keep calling you Juan. It's just I'm stuck with the formalities, not. But really, Chum, dude. Hey, thanks for coming on to the show, man. You just made this thing like fucking 10 times better, dude. You're a legend as always, and I hope I'll see. Maybe in the future you might come back here.
Of course.
All right, I'll
when
just
I got
shut
nothing
you
else
up.
to do, let's go.
Perfecto. All right, everybody, this has been the Stan the Man podcast or the Stanboy and Chum Chum podcast, all right? Leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you're on YouTube, if you're on Spotify. Feel free to share, all right? Please, I need sponsors. Droga. See y'all next time. Chum, show us how you get into your car. This door doesn't...
I have to be there. I have to be in the chauffeur.
Yeah, he has to go over there. None of these doors work, by the way.
So this is what I have to do. I have to pop the trunk, get behind me.
Keep in mind, this fucker's huge, right?
I'm done this time, mate.
Alright, look. This is my head height, and I have to look up at him.
Open this door. I have to crawl in here. Open the back door. Close this. I have to go in ass first.
Ass up.
Duck my head because I'm tall. And I have to swing my legs over and slide in. Just like. Stop.
You got it. So you're just gonna like drive laying down? I get like how?
You can hear me.
Like, dude. Oh, these. Okay, no. Keep in mind, none of these fucking doors work, and that one only works from the inside. This car is thief-proof. It's such a bitch to get into. Nah, man. Hey, thanks. Hey, see you next time, man. All right.